No.
Okay, no.
That's big, bro. Still a kid, nah.
But
Just nominated.
not to belittle it though. Grammy nominated artist in his first visit here, he's already doing that. Young artist, we're so happy to have you here. Welcome to Sierra Nevada.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So I'll ask one question and then I'm going to pass the mic around. If you raise your hand while someone else is asking a question, then I can know who the microphone goes to next and we can get it to you. Okay? My first question is basically just an introduction of yourself. Please tell folks, A, where the name comes from, where you came from, and a little bit about yourself and the story that brought you here.
All right, blessings again to everybody. I come from Portmore, Jamaica. You know, that's a little island in the Caribbean, surrounded by Caribbean Sea. Makes sense. And I was raised in a Christian family. My father was a deacon. My mom was an evangelist. She sang in the choir. So as an unruly child like myself, I had to find something to distract me, to keep me interested, and that's when I fell in love with the drums. And I think that's when the seed of music was really planted before I even knew it. So I just wanted to say that before anything else. Like, without my parents, without seeing love in a house, without them guiding me, you wouldn't have me in front of you right now. I probably would have been locked up or caught up in situations that we all have heard of, you know what I mean? So I just want to set that my parents set a good example, you know what I mean? And just grow up in Jamaica, whether it's community, whether it's going to school, whether it was getting my first job and getting severely underpaid. I was just always trying to find my purpose. Always trying to find what was my thing. And when music discovered me, I won't lie, I never had it in mind. It was never a thing for me. I was literally telling a friend of mine yesterday, I literally feel like God just take me and just say, hey, come right here. And that's why everything to me is happy. It's a surprise. To have a team is a surprise. To be here and performing is a surprise. To be Grammy nominated, this is all like not my plan. This is not my plan, isn't it? So to sum it all up, I'm just a young man with a purpose and a vision. And I love music, I love performing, and I just want to make God proud because he put me here, you know what I mean? So I hope that answers it in a short little time, you know.
Question?
Yes, good evening, Black Hero.
Blessings. You mind telling me your name?
Lyndon Johnson from Carey Press.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
I threw the phone and block your face. Oh, I'll go on Carey Press.
Yeah, man. You know, one thing I remember, first time I saw you, I said, man, I think you have a great future. And then a couple weeks later, you were nominated for Grammy.
You said it. You actually said it.
Yes. So, you know, tell us that experience. You know, nominated for the first time for Grammy, you're just coming on the scene, and you know, give us a
man. So Wayne J, that's my little brother. He has like his father. Like he always used to say to me, like you see when you're blowing up, your phone now gonna keep charge. Like everybody I gonna call you, your grandmother, even people dead I gonna call you. Like yo, trust me. And I never believed them cause for years that never happened for me. Like no matter what kind of song we drop, I would just never get that what he's talking. You know what I mean? So imagine me going to bed one day like a normal day and just waking up and just see my phone every minute. I mean, I say, yo, like, I thought it was an emergency. I thought something happened with my mom or her. So I'm looking at my phone, it's like random people like I haven't spoken to in years. I'm like, I'm not paying no mind. Take a little 20 more minutes. I'm gonna see somebody who me rate, I'm gonna just answer the phone and say, yo, what on? Everybody call me, son. I'm gonna say, brother, this is here nominated. I'm gonna say, brother, stop ramping me, man. I'm almost hung up on him, I swear. Like, and I'm gonna say, yo, turn on your phone, brother, turn on your TV. And I kid you not, me in the bed, matter in my eye, half asleep. And I just sit downstairs, yo! I kid you not, I scream for like 15 minutes, straight. Like, I call my mother, call everybody, and that was the first time in my life I kind of felt like I'm on the right path, you know? Like, it kind of, God just make everything start make sense to me. So the experience of that whole finding out was more of a overwhelming thing than even going to the Grammys or anything or all of that, because just knowing that this happened when you never really expect it, it make you kind of feel like, yo, God really still exists, yo, like energy really still exists. Like nobody from my team never expect this. Leslie can tell her, she'll be like, oh, what? Like, huh? Like we just couldn't believe. So I don't even want to really talk about the Grammys itself. We've seen it on the TV. It's a good experience. You know, it's my first. it's a good thing to, you know, get dressed up with your family and friends and celebrate something. Usually the only time we get together is in death. So it was good to have something to come together differently, but the best part about that Grammys thing was just finding out and seeing the love from my country, my father, my mother, my little brother, you know, the Prime Minister. Everybody was just like, yo, congratulations. That was my moment. That's what me take from that, you know, not no winner, not winning or nothing, you know.
Fast forward, today you're going to perform at the H3RO World Music Festival.
Yeah.
Yesterday you were here observing the vibes, you know. Give us what kind of vibes you feel so far, you know?
Yeah, I'm a student forever, no matter what accolades. I'm always a student. You never see me do that every time. I'm always at the front of the show, because whether it's a KP or a Kumar, which I've looked up to, I've seen perform, you know, I want to see their growth. I want to see what things they've learned new. I want to see with the crowd. I want to see. You can't really get the vibe backstage. That's my thing. So, so far, I'm not gonna lie. I've been to many festivals. This already get an A for me still, because the smooth, even the look of shaving on the ground, you know, it feels soft when you walk and stuff. So it's a beautiful thing, and I'm just so happy. Whoever made this happen to put me here, I'm here, and I really want to just give my best, you know what I mean? Later, perform and match the energy yesterday or even better, because yesterday was stupendous. From Kumar, go straight to Lucian, it was then Warrior in the dance hall. It was stupendous, bro. I had fun.
Lady J, 91.9 KCSB Radio, Santa Barbara. Greetings, Black Hero! I've had the pleasure of seeing you at several festivals in California over the last year. And when I last saw you, it was at the Cali Vibes Festival, and you performed one of my favorite songs, Original, like you already know. But I asked you during that interview, what were you working on? And you said Celebration. Celebration has now been released.
Yeah.
And also, you're about to release Annabella?
Oh, Annabella was released yesterday, so I'm gonna perform that for the first time here in Sierra Nevada. So yeah, that's like the third single of my album, which comes out in August. So I feel like it's just all perfect, you know what I mean?
Talk about both Celebration and a little bit more about Annabella, and then tell us about your first time in England for City Splash.
Alright, well, to just quickly tap in on the music, as I said, I'm a student, so what I've really done is just I've listened to everyone. I've heard both the generation before me, the one now, and the youths, them that are coming after. And what I've found now with the music is just a balance. Like I'm trying to find a middle ground where, just like how you're looking here right now, I'm pretty sure almost everyone in here is from a different country or a different state, or that's what Black Hero really is. It's the bringing together of people. And I was always just trying to tweak the sound to match the energy. So Celebration, Annabella is that presentation. This is what I've learned over years, and even just specifically the last year of being here. I'm just putting everything together. So not even to give away too much, because Annabella just dropped, but you will see a Anthony B on the album, and then you'll still see a Skilly Bear.
Yeah.
Bringing both worlds together, like, so everybody can understand. So who's this new kid? And then the new kids will be like, yo, who's Anthony B again? That's the world. So the music Celebration, everybody to celebrate with us, nomination, all these beautiful things. And Annabella is just to bring more feminine energy back into the space, and not from a man's perspective only, meaning, yes, I'm a guy and I'm doing the song, but not what you can do to me. You know? I used to really love watching my mom just cook, and what she would play while she's cooking, what she would play while she's washing, what she would play while she's driving or taking us to school. And it's the music in those moments that really count, you know what I mean? So I want to just give women that space again to have fun with the music. Right. And not really like, you're driving with your kids and then, oh, some lyrics come up and you have to turn it down. Like, no. Like, I want it to be just cool and sexy, you know? Yeah. And then the City Splash experience is a whole chapter in my book right now. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting so many people to come out to the show. For me, especially, I wasn't expecting it to be also a good representation of reggae and dancehall as a festival, just like Sierra Nevada. I wasn't expecting 30,000 people take out them hard-earned money and come support what we love, guys. Like, That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? In a world where you hear people say, oh, it a dead. Oh, the narrative is, oh, it a dead. Oh, may I hear that from a band. May I hear the reggae dead from a band. Wow, what a hard thing for dead. That means it's not going anywhere. That show me that. This show me that. Friday night, and look how much people come on. Friday night for a festival. Oh, no. Always the emptiest night. Did the place ram up last night? So that just means that the culture is alive and well. We just need to come together like we're doing now and do more. So City Splash was just that, a coming together of people over that side. We love the genre just as much as we do. And then put them money together and then put them time and them resources and them sweat and them designing and get community together and say, yo, we'll do this. And it not get it under our watch. And that is what we get from City Splash. You know?
Well, keep posting the wonderful reels that you post about all of your experiences, because I love that. You know I love that.
Straight.
But our longtime writer and media personnel, Sheila, wants you to sing a little bit of Annabella right now. I know we're going to hear it later, but can we get a media specialty?
The rhythm is playing, let me see something. Nah, I was trying to match it to the rhythm.
Oh, okay.
Annabella, fine, everyone in the dance want you. Annabella, make you mine, a long time I want you, yeah. And never leave you lonely, and baby I'm the one to rock you slowly, yeah. You can call me, I'm trying to do it on the rhythm, don't run, left me, well, you know what I mean? But for real though, like 6:30, tell your friends, like tell a name. If you just walk past a stranger and them don't even know, may I perform, tell them, cause tonight gonna be a nice set, man, I swear. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hello.
What's up? It's just family in here, what's going on?
My name is DJ Linda from KSQD 90.7 FM in Santa Cruz, California, and I do have to say you get top billing on my radio show probably almost every week. Last Wednesday you started my show. I kicked off my show with H3RO.
Nice.
For this celebration.
Which song? Celebration?
I played Feet Don't Fail Me. I played
that's classic. That's
I played Outside. That one I love so much.
Nobody knows.
That's my tune. That's my tune. And I believe I kicked it off with reggae music. So
that's a favorite of mine. That's a favorite.
Yeah,
of mine.
so I really appreciate how when you release tunes, they are pretty universal. Like if I play a reggae party, I could drop them. If I play an Afrobeats party, I could drop it. If I play reggaeton, I can drop it because it is so versatile. It is so original. And I got to bring you to Santa Cruz. I just brought Runckus or Royal Blue back in March, and I'd love to arrange.
I'd love to. I haven't been to Santa Cruz or San Diego yet. All the sands. I haven't been to any of the sands yet. I don't know why. But yeah.
And I'm not even sure if I have a question. Just
straight up.
Just had like, oh, and by the way, my young daughter, who's 21 years old and lives in LA, showed up to one of your video shoots for Good Body Trinity. So
straight up. I actually remember who that is. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And
she was dancing.
Yeah, she was after work tired, but she appreciated it.
Yeah, but she came to give us a good energy.
And anyways, can you just let us know when you're, like you just released In the Club with Shadi and Fadi, which is more reggaeton. So how do you make those connections with other artists from different genres? Are you planning on doing more of that?
It's just God. My answers for most things is gonna be Jah. I'm sorry, like it's really as simple as that. We were coming back from, so in the heights of pandemic, we got the opportunity to tour and go to Portugal and like perform for WUMIX, which is like representing the Caribbean and just the music of the culture in the Caribbean. And we performed for the European Union boss and all those people, those beautiful people. And on the way back from Portugal, I won't call names, but because of one of the band members, we missed a flight. So we ended up having to go to Panama to wait. So it's while I was in Panama, just us being us and me being me, I always try to turn a situation into a positive situation. You know, I never say negative, just a situation, I try to direct it to a more positive. So I just use my Instagram. I just went on my Instagram and yo, we're in Panama for a few days. Yo, everybody link up, who have the good weed, who have the studio, and everybody just who for link up, and we were very well taken care of in Panama. And I just rely on my fan base mainly. anywhere I go to point me in the right direction. So Chaddy and Faddy, they were just at the studio where I was at. I made the rhythm with my producer. I told them, yo, just jump on the rhythm. And that was what, 2 years ago? That was in 2021, I believe. So you never know what happens. And that song now is actually my most watched video since this year. It's a tough, I thought so, but I guess people think so too. Like it's getting the numbers. So I just really that's how I do things. I just do it based off of gut feeling and God. Like UB40, they just DM me. You know, me and the relationship with me and Skilly Benz, I don't even know how that happened. Like that's just my friend. Like, you know what I mean? Bunny Whaler, I don't know how that happened. Collie Buds, he just text me and say, yo, why you up and live in love? Alright. And that's my answer to it usually. Like, okay, just talk to Leslie about paperwork and we're good. So that's how I make my decisions. Like, it's just joy, you know? So that's a feel right, yeah.
So you mentioned Leslie, and that goes right into the question I was going to ask, which is less than a year ago when I met you, we were introducing you to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Everyone loved you. It was an amazing, amazing vibe, but smaller numbers because we were introducing you. We're coming out of COVID, and it felt like the pace at which things move for many super talented artists is terribly slow. It's a hard business to make quick movements. That's less than a year ago.
Yeah.
Now you just played Royal Albert Hall, right? You just boom, but like burning spliffs with John Lennon at the Grammys, like so much stuff is happening.
It was Paul McCartney.
I'm sorry, not John, Paul McCartney. So much stuff
was John Lennon.
That would be even more impressive.
Yo, I wouldn't even, bro. I would have just stopped.
But my question is this: it's two-part. One, how do you deal with the changes so quickly? And can you say something about how that happened? Like say something about your team, what from earlier with Greatest and and the people that have helped you get there. Like,
let's start with that. Let's start with that team. Let's start with me coming from an island, and the term says no man is an island. That shit is real. That's not a joke. Like I tried to do everything, and it feels good for your ego, but man, there's nothing that beats collaboration. There's nothing that beats loyalty. There's what I will say about artists that I've just seen is that as soon as shit start happening, we tend to switch up, go for the more shinier bag. But I'm too loyal, bro. Greatest has been my friend for 10 years. Brian has been a part of my whole thing for 10 years. I've known Leslie now for probably 4 years. Wait, 2018. That's more than 4 years. So that's just how I do things, you know what I mean? That's just how I carry myself. Like, if you haven't done me any harm, where are you going? I'll find something. I'll find a way for you to make money. Come here. Yeah, especially if you're a good person. So the team that I have right now is it's 90% women. Let me say that first. And just that alone has taught me a lot about this business. Like how people deal with women, how other women deal with women, how men deal with women. It's a very weird business. So that's why I trust them, because they're standing in front of hyenas and sharks and tigers on my behalf, while I just have to sit back and worry about making sure I represent here and on stage and in the studio. Like, that deserves respect, because I can't deal with them. I would have been upset and be like, yo, what people, yo, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. But they manage it. And Leslie, kudos to her, you know what I mean? When I just met her, this wasn't the plan. She came to Jamaica for Runkus and Raya Bloom, really, and whatever other talent she was just seeing. And she just saw me at a show performing, and she's like, yo, I like this dude. And that's just been my MO this whole time. Like, yo, I like this guy. It's not even really the music sometimes. It's like, it's kind of cool. I like him. You know what I mean? And we just kicked it. I've worked. I'm a workaholic. So maybe she saw that and just said like, yo, I like this. I like what's happening. Let's just take it a step further. And so I'm here right now. So big up the team. Big up Leash. Big up Brian. Big up Greatest. Big up, You know what I mean? G, who's now new to the team, you know what I mean? Road manager, big up Robbie from Flow Life Entertainment. He's been our agent for a couple months now, and it's been good. You know what I mean? And just give thanks to also the unspoken members of my team, which is the fans, which is Lady J, which is everybody here who have been playing my music on the radio. You guys know, like I haven't paid any of you a dime. We're putting it all in the music. There's no payola from BLVK. But I can always give you a good performance. I'll always do my best. Sick, snow, rain, cold. I'ma dedicate myself to be here, like, you know what I mean? Because just how you guys support me. So you guys are a part of my team too. You know what I mean? The promoters, like Warren isn't here. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but he's a part of my team. My aunt, we buried our aunt yesterday, and I couldn't fly back to, it's my brother's sister. And I was really emotional this morning. You know what I mean? But once again, every time I get a chance to sit down and talk about music and do music, my whole vibration just changed. So this thing that we have here, let's cherish it. And you know, just continue to support me. I'll continue to support you guys any way I can. So that was a long answer to say, oh, now I'm a team, and there's a core team, and there's a team that's in heaven, you know what I mean? And big up them too. Yeah.
I have one more. I've never seen anyone go out into the crowd during a performance like you.
Yeah, I hate. This is no disrespect to engineers or stage designers. I hate the stage. In a fun way. Meaning, like, after like 4 songs, bro, like, I don't like the feeling of looking down on anyone. Yeah. Like, you know, I didn't make music to do that, if that makes sense. I'm on some artist shit right now, but I didn't make music my songs are conversation. So when she says universals, because every song is a conversation. Literally. I just convert conversations into song. Yo, how you feeling today? Jah know it grieve me. Earth around the head and it no easy. All family and friends I try to deceive me. That's something everybody can relate to at some point. Every line in that song is relatable. Even if you own a house now, at one point you paid landlord. You know about light bill. You know about watching you going home safe at night. It's real. So I don't want at any point to come off like I'm above. I'm literally trying to meet everybody. Everybody that play my music, it could have been 1 billion. I'm gonna meet everybody. And we're gonna have a conversation. You know what I mean? So me going into crowd is not like to do nothing special. I know people think it's something special. Or me trying to like, oh my God, like overperform is me literally like, I want to see your face.
Well, no,
no, not you. I'm just saying that's the reactions I get. Yeah. It's like, yo, keep doing that. That's what sets you apart. I have to be like, yo, no, I just want to see I just want to shake your hand.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I want to hug too.
The effect that it has. If the show is amazing, but the people get your energy and feel a personal connection, it's exponentially more powerful. Yeah. And you deliver that every time. That's all I was saying. And it's a joy to see someone connect with people in a performance as opposed to go and do a show.
Yeah.
I understand that it's intentional like that, you know.
And I'm a student, as I said, so it's just in reggae. It's rare in reggae for sure. Like we don't jump in the crowd and we do ish, but everything is very unlike how Bob said it, you know, very legendary performance, and we keep it very militant. But I'm a Libra, so I'm like 50% militant. I'm like 50% very kind of, pardon my language, I'm very like down to earth. I'm very ratchet, you know what I mean? I'm very like, I like good music, I like weed, I like cool people, I like dope shit, you know? I like anime, and I'm very rounded, so I feel like me just getting closer to everybody helps me too. It makes me see it makes me better at writing. Because if I go in the crowd and I see 2 kids at 6, now you have to start thinking about responsibility in the music. You don't before, because you're like, oh, everybody's over 20 like me. Okay, cool, we're having fun. I can sing about some whatever. But when you go into the crowd, or when somebody comes up and says, oh, my 7-year-old son or daughter has been listening to your music for 4 years, I'll be like, but they're 7. And you lift them up and you'll be like, oh, this is real. Like, okay, all right, I know what I'm gonna say now. Like, you know? life is a celebration. You know what I mean? That's how it is.
So I have one more. In a few of your songs, you have the word Apache in the song. So I want to know what your connection is or what you know about the indigenous tribe of the Apaches. But if anything, you're meeting one right now.
Okay,
So
straight up.
you're meeting two.
Straight up.
So give thanks
It's
for
just
that.
it's more of like a thing in our culture in Jamaica. Like, Supercat used to call himself the Wild Apache. So we just absorb. It's just a DNA. Like when you hear somebody say the Don Garga, I have no idea what that means. But if you listen to the lyrics, you can guess what it means. It's like the word bumbleclad. It's multifaceted. It can be happy, and it can send a stern warning that you're upset. You know what I mean? So I just feel like these things, it just comes out. But now that you said that, I need to really start researching more. You know, because maybe he said it because he's Indian, so it makes sense. So maybe I need to like learn more. Like, you know? That's crazy. I never thought of that.
I want to thank you so much for taking some time with us. We're all super proud and excited for your journey, honored to be a part of it, and just so happy for you. Black Hero, everybody. Thank you very much.
6:35, guys.